I have a strange superpower. Whenever I speak, leaves spurt out of my mouth. But the woman sitting next to me didn't see anything. I quickly covered my mouth, but leaves kept pouring out. Suddenly, I woke up. It was just a dream. However, when I looked at the tree in the yard, I was completely stunned. Where did this tree come from? Moreover, every time I speak, the leaves on the tree fall off. I didn't understand what was happening, so I went to see a master. At a glance, the master saw that my life was bound to the tree. For every word I say, one leaf falls off. When all the leaves are gone, I will be close to death. I doubted this, so I wrapped a section to the tree.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back ribs.
A lot of leaves fell off. I was shocked. To break our bond, I raised an axe and chopped at the tree. As a result, I was bounced away on the spot, and the same wound appeared on my waist. Now I fully believed what the master said. To avoid speaking, I tried to communicate by writing, but the leaves still fell. I was really angry, so I made a friendly gesture. As a result, more leaves fell. My smile disappeared instantly. Days without being able to speak are terrible. I wanted to buy a cup of coffee, but I could only gesture with my hand. In the end, I received 6 cups of coffee. While I was waiting for the traffic light, a blind man came over. He asked me if it was a green light. I could only hum softly. The blind man immediately strode forward. To save the blind man, I hurried forward to stop him. As a result, not only did a chain accident happen, but all the coffee in my hand was gone. I decided to see a psychologist. Because I couldn't speak, I couldn't express my pain. I could only sit awkwardly with him, then smile at each other. The bad luck didn't stop there. When I was meeting with a client, the gardener was watering the tree just in time. Sweaty drops rolled down my face. The client was very scared and ran away quickly. The boss was very angry, but he still gave me a chance. We went to meet the client together, and this time, the gardener started spraying insecticide on the tree again. I felt dizzy, and my body began to lose control. Then I stuck a biscuit into the boss's nostril. Just like that, I was fired. I suspected I had done too many bad things, so I tried to make up for it by doing good deeds, such as giving bread to the poor and donating my Rolex watch to the nuns. But everything remained the same. My wife also left home with the children because of my silence. So I found my wife and told her I really loved her. A few more leaves fell. Then I went to visit my mother. She has Alzheimer's disease and always mistakes me for my father. But this time I didn't refute. Instead, I kissed my mother's forehead. Finally, I came to my father's grave and said the words hidden in my heart. I have long forgiven you. Suddenly, thunder rumbled. As the last 3 leaves fell, I collapsed to the ground. But this wasn't the end. I was still alive because I realized my true heart. The big tree regained its vitality. What do you want to say to the people you love?
I'm participating in a dangerous hunting game. Every hour that passes, I earn 500,000 US dollars. But the catch is that I have to evade 5 hunters, and I can't leave the city during this time. Nor can I ask the police for help. If I can last 24 hours, I'll get 30 million US dollars. After dodging the Superman's fatal attack, I rushed into a church to hide in panic. I curled up in the confessional and prayed. Suddenly, the partition was pulled open. The priest asked me what had happened. I didn't answer him. Suddenly, a dark figure flashed outside the curtain. This time, I decided to take the initiative. I kept swinging my fists. It wasn't until the priest came to stop me that I realized I'd hit the wrong person. And the real hunter was the priest. He had anticipated that I would come, so he had sealed all exits in advance. It was too late to escape. I had to fight for my life. The priest started attacking. I was beaten back repeatedly. The priest swung his hammer again, but accidentally smashed open the door lock. I pushed the door to run, but was knocked down by another hammer blow. At the critical moment, the priest's hand got stuck. I seized the opportunity, quickly got up to counterattack, and locked him in the church. But my leg was also injured by the hammer. I bandaged the wound and started fleeing again. On the other side, the suit man had also received my location. I came to a street, stole a tracksuit and hat, and put them all on. Just then, the game ended, and a large crowd of fans poured out of the stadium. I mixed into the crowd. When the suit man arrived, the scene before him made him extremely surprised. There were so many people here. How could he find me? Just as I was about to escape, the shopkeeper grabbed me and demanded I return the clothes. The noisy commotion attracted the suit man's attention. I had to keep running, because my leg was injured. I hid in the trunk of a car. That's why the suit man didn't find me. I escaped again, but just as I breathed a sigh of relief, I suddenly remembered the game rules. If I leave this city, the game will never end. I banged on the car compartment hard. The driver noticed something was wrong and stopped the car by the roadside. That's when I climbed out of it. Along the train tracks, I ran to a gas station, then stole a car and headed straight home to see my wife. I didn't know that the hunter had already arrived there. You might be wondering why the hunter didn't shoot. In fact, that would violate the game rules. I tried to drive away, but the hunter threw steel nails and punctured the tires. Then he got into the car. I stepped on the gas hard to accelerate and crashed into a stone pier by the roadside. After getting out of the car, I realized that the hunter was the priest. I angrily picked up a stone and knocked him unconscious on the spot.